Hi, I'm Larie, and welcome to your at-home lower body strength workout. What you need today, dumbbells, whatever you have, grab them. For resistance reference, I have a pair of 20-pound dumbbells and a pair of 30-pound dumbbells. Just remember though that you and I are different, so find a weight selection that feels challenging for you while maintaining really great form throughout. You will also need a mini band. Make this medium to heavy-ish resistance. It can be latex or fabric, up to you. You will need a bench. Now, if you don't have a workout bench, substitute it with a chair, ottoman, couch, whatever you got handy. You will also need a mat, and then there's going to be some optional items. So if you don't have these items, don't sweat it too much. All right, so I have 2 books, and you just need 2 items to elevate your heels and your toes 1 to 2 inches. So it can be books, it can be workout plates. If I'm at the gym, I'm using plates. Just something that won't wobble on you, that's about 1 to 2 inches. This item will just increase your range of motion. So if you don't have it, don't worry about it. And one more item that you may wanna have around is a super band. Now this super band is just to assist you up, assist me up. So you may or may not need this item. And if you don't have this item, use a wall to help guide yourself up and down, or a sturdy object. Definitely also recommending towel and hydration. And that's it, you just need everything. Here's today's format. We have strength superset. We perform each superset twice. The first round, we're going to go slow and controlled tempo. I'll be using 20 pounds for this round. 75 seconds per exercise. In between the exercises, we will get a 15-second transition recovery time. After round 1, we're going to cut the time to 45 seconds. Now this round, I'm going to go heavier, 30 pounds, and we're also going normal tempo, so we're just repping it out. 15 seconds in between the exercise, and after each round, or after we perform each superset 2 rounds, then we get a 30-second recovery time before moving on to a brand new superset. So to recap, 75, 15, 75, 15, I'm gonna be using 20 pounds. Round 2, 45, 15, 45, 30-second recovery. Round 2, I'll be using 30 pounds. Our first block is our warm-up block. We begin with banded reverse hypers into dumbbell banded feet elevated bridges. So go ahead, place your band right above the knees onto the quads, and let's get to work. Now, if you don't have a bench or a chair available for these banded reverse hypers, go ahead, perform it on the ground. You'll just have a limited range of motion. You'll still feel it in your glutes as you lift those legs and press into the band. Now, if you have your bench, hips into the bench, you may want some extra padding. This bench will just allow for extra range of motion. That is BENCH. All right, once we're there, set your beautiful head onto the bench. We will then slowly bring it up. Pulse at the top, control it down. So this first round, it is slow, controlled tempo. 3 counts up, quarter rep at the top, 3 counts down. At the quarter rep, you're going up and out into the band to really fire up the glutes. All right, this begins our workout. In 3, 2, and 1. So let's go. You and me, I can think this was never meant to happen. You and me, you and me. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it, baby. Tell me what you're thinking, give me what you're drinking. Tell me what you're thinking, give me what you're drinking. You and me, we got something special, baby, you and me. You and me. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Next up, we have dumbbell feet elevated banded bridges. It's slow. I'm grabbing one 20-pound dumbbell, Setting it on the hips, feet go onto your bench. Let's find our end range motion first. So find the top, press into the band. Now we're taking it down for 3, 2, 1 and pause. 3, 2, 1 and squeeze. 3, 2, 1 and pause. 3, 2, 1. Let's add a quarter rep. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, quarter rep at the top. And as we add that quarter rep, we're pressing up and out. With both this exercise and the previous exercise, keep the low back as neutral as possible. If we're going into lumbar flexion and extension, meaning a lot of movement in the lumbar spine, we will feel it in the back. So think about keeping rib cage, bottom of the rib cage and ASIS joint, that space in between it. Keep it the same, rib cage stacked over pelvis. Glutes are burning, stay with me. Quarter rep at the top if we can remember it. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, round 2, normal tempo round, 45 seconds. Go back to your bench. We have reverse hypers. Keep your low back neutral. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Last 3, 2, and recover. Transition into your bridges. This time I'm grabbing 30 pounds. Normal tempo, up and down. Keep tension on the band throughout. Let's go. Last 3, 2, and recover. All right, next up, get rid of the band. Bulgarian split squats. Do your weaker side first, if you know you have one. Grab a drink of water, do what you need to do. I need to adjust my bench accordingly so you get a appropriate view. I'll be using 20 pounds for this first round. Slow and controlled tempo. Left foot is forward, right foot will go on to your bench. Weights are in both hands. All right, get ready. We go in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna take it up for 3, 2, 1. Take it down. 3, 2, 1 and pause. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1 and pause. These last reps are a struggle. Come on, we got this. Here's our last 3, 2, wow, and 1. Okay, we change sides. Right foot forward, left foot back. Slow and controlled tempo. Slow doesn't mean easier. Slow is more challenging. Time under tension. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, pause at the bottom. Last 3, 2, wow, and 1. Dumbbells off to the side. We gotta grab those heavier ones. You don't have to. All right, normal tempo. Get set, left foot forward. Let's go. Last 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Normal tempo is looking pretty slow at the end. That happens. Right side. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Last 3, 2, and 1. Recover. Wow. Next up, we have a B stance RDL. But for that, grab a drink, towel off. Next up is our hip hinge move. We have a B stance RDL. 80% of the weight will be in the left foot. Kickstand the right foot, about 20% of the weight in that foot. Keep your core tight throughout. So take a sharp exhale. Tighten the core. Breathe through it. All right, we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Send your hips back for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Hips forward. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Try to keep your spine as still as possible. The moving part is your hip. It's like a door. The hinge is opening and closing on the door. It's what our hip is doing. Going into flexion and slight extension at the top. Glute and hamstring is being lengthened. glute and hamstring are contracting to bring you up. And just remember, if you start to feel it in your back, maybe we don't have enough support from the front. Sharp exhale, fog up the mirror. That's the engagement we want in the front throughout. Rib cage stays stacked over pelvis. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Woo. Okay. All right. That was a little better than the death by Bulgarian split squats. Okay, but we got to do the other side. 80% of the weight is in the right, 20 in the left. Core stays tight. Let's go. Slow tempo.
Solo tú comes el pastel, con estilo siempre te vas, pero te vienes con un placer. Me dijiste no quiero nada, pero quieres todo mujer. Baby, yo te hago soñar, algo más rico que la miel, mi droga que te legalicen. No digamos el pecado, que hay cosas que no se dicen. Y en la piel tú y yo jugando, baby, para que te dices. Y tú solo dices que quieres más, que matemos la curiosidad. Eso sí, baby, si se nos da, será lo que será, los dos vamos a matar, toda esa curiosidad. Baby, si se nos da, será lo que será, los dos vamos a matar.
Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, normal tempo, 45 seconds. Left side first, 80-20. I'll be grabbing 30s. Keep the form locked in. Let's go.
Aquí viviendo roce, estamos solitos, ella son más de las 12. Pegándote bien lento, baby, para que tú goces. No somos algo serio, pero bien si me conoces. Ya, tú eres el antojo de mi vida. Si tanto que te pienso ya no encuentro la salida. Pero no somos nada, nada, girl. Pero no somos nada, nada, girl. Baby, si se nos da, será lo que será. Los dos vamos a matar, toda esa curiosidad. Baby, si se nos da, será lo que será. Los dos vamos a matar, toda esa curiosidad.
Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Other side is next. 80-20. We go. And 3, 2, and 1. Three, 2, and 1. Recover. All right. Next up, we have a dumbbell reverse lunge, 1 to 1/4 rep. We will be using 1 dumbbell only for this in the contralateral hand. Now I will be bracing myself ipsilateral hand on the bench. You could also use a wall. You could also just place your hand on your hip, or you could do 2 dumbbells. 2 dumbbells is way harder, but right now I need the moral and physical support, especially since we're going to add a 1/4 rep at the bottom. Here we go. We take it back, pulse at the bottom, nice, slow and controlled, and then drive it up. So if you have something to support, I really want you to hone in on not using that back leg at all. Pulse at the bottom, drive up through the left. Slight hinge forward. So that slight hinge forward Just means we're going to bias the glutes and the hamstrings a little bit more. Of course, with the knee flexion, we're getting quads as well. This is where it starts to get really tough. Fight through it. You can do this. Last rep. Recover. Oh my goodness. We gotta do the other side. All right. Go ahead, get into position. Support yourself. Right hand, or you don't have to. Just match what you did on the other side. Step it back, quarter rep. Most of the weight is in that front foot. You're not pushing off with the left. We have the support right here to help stabilize, to really bias the muscles in the lower body. Last rep. 3, 2, and 1. Oh gosh. We gotta do round 2, 45 seconds. Normal tempo, going up to 30-pound dumbbell. Stay with the same weight if needed. My shoe's untied, please ignore that. We're not moving that foot. I'll tie it next round. Rep it out. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, other side is next. Tie your shoe if you didn't double knot it. Wow. Okay, we got this. Let's match. Normal tempo. Let's go. Last 3, 2, and recover. Next up, we have a B stance hip thrust on our bench. If you don't have a bench, perform a B stance bridge. Your range of motion just won't be as great as it would be on a bench. Grab a drink. Set your shoulder blades on top of your bench. We'll do left side first, 80% in the left foot, 20% in the right. Kickstand it. slow and controlled. Let's find the in-range motion first. So find your top, make sure we're feeling it. We're squeezing both glutes, but really biasing the left here. Take it down for 3, 2, 1. Take it up. 3, 2, squeeze as hard as you can. Take it down slow. 3, 2, 1. Take it up. 3, squeeze, 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 squeeze as hard as you can. Now, make sure you're keeping your rib cage stacked over your pelvis throughout, and we're not overextending at the lumbar spine, or we'll start to feel it there. Another thing you may want to keep in mind, position of your shoulders on your bench and your feet. If your feet are too far away, you may be feeling it more so in the hamstring, not in the glute at all. Feet are too far in, you may be feeling it more in the quad and not in the glute at all. So just play around with it, find that sweet spot. And if you're here on the bench, you're gonna have a tendency to hyperextend at the lumbar spine. So just go up a little bit on it, and that should do the trick. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Other side is next. My glasses are starting to fog up. That's great. Here we go. 80% in the right, 20 in the left. Find the top first. Make sure we're feeling it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take it down. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, and pause. Hold tension in the glute as you lower. Squeeze the glute more as you drive up, and squeeze both glutes. Again, you're just going to feel it more in this. We can make any weight feel challenging, even body weight only with this movement, any movement, by the control, by the tempo, by that mind-muscle connection. Control it, feel it. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Hopefully I'm not breaking this mic with the sweat going everywhere. All right, at normal tempo, left side first, 80-20. We know what to do now. Now we just rep it out. Let's go. Last 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, other side is the next. Okay, 10 seconds. Get up, into position. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Rep it out. Three, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna need our elevation. I'm gonna be using books. So set your books about shoulder width apart. Your heels will go on your books. So one on one, the other on the other. Wow, vocabulary is limited when I am struggling to breathe. All right, one dumbbell will be anchored to your chest. Heels go on to your elevation. If you don't have it, that's okay. If you have limited mobility in your ankles, this will increase your range of motion at the bottom of your squat. Okay, slow and controlled to start. Take it down for 3, 2, 1. Quarter rep at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Don't lock out at the top, so we're keeping constant tension in your glutes. Quarter rep at the bottom. Bring it up nice and slow. Everyone's range of motion will still be different, so if needed, just limit the range of motion. Your quads will be feeling this quite immensely. Any knee issues, you can focus more on hinging from the hips and not going so low. It's okay too.
I've been fighting everything you'll be, 'cause everything you'll be is changing me, and I can't seem to get you out of my head.
And recover. Okay, now toes will go onto the books. Whatever you got. Calf raises, 1 to 1/4 rep. Increase stretch at the bottom. Bring it up. 1/4 rep at the top. Slow and controlled full stretch at the bottom. 1/4 rep at the top. Control it down. During that 1/4 rep, squeeze the calves, squeeze them hard again. It's all about making that mind-muscle connection, making the weight feel as challenging as possible. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, normal tempo round is next. We know our range of motion that we like. Go there, heels on to your books. Normal tempo, we go in 3, 2, and 1. Recover. I couldn't even do the countdown. Okay. Calf raises. Y'all, we are almost there. Almost there. Normal tempo. You can do this body weight only. Let's go. 2, and 1. Okay. Now we have body weight leg extensions. This is where you may want that super band. Anchor it underneath a dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, 3 dumbbells, or just use an object to help guide yourself up. You may not need this object at all, but you may want it around because this one is tough. You can always decrease the range of motion if needed. Final superset of the workout, quads and hamstrings. First it's quads, body weight leg extensions. My range of motion always limited right now, pretty limited due to the fatigue as well. So we're gonna take it back, 3, 2, 1, tension in the quads, 3, 2, 1 to guide yourself up. This is uncomfortable on your knees. Use some padding to pad it up more. Tension in the quads, core stays tight, guides you back up. So this is a very small movement. My quads start to feel it right here, shaking, bring it up. Now if you want, you can use a band or something, some sort of sturdy object to guide you up and down, and you may need to go a little bit, you may be able to go a little bit farther, or you may just need this for support because this one is tough. Now, if you are not feeling challenged with body weight only and you're going like full range of motion, you can always take a weight to the chest to add that resistance. This is enough for me. Last 3, 2, wow, and 1. Lying hamstring curls are next. I'll be using a 20-pound dumbbell on your belly. Mic off to the side. Your head will go on to your mat. We're going to take it back for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze in for 3, 2, 1. Make sure core staying tight and we're not letting the low back flex and extend. If you want more of a challenge, you can do it on your bench to increase the range of motion. That's gonna take a little bit more setup time. By all means, hit that pause button, do it if you want. Last 3, 2, and 1. Set that dumbbell down gently, more gently than what I just did. All right, body weight leg extensions are next. Set my dumbbell up for round 2, normal tempo. If you have a band, use it. Let's go. Three, 2, and 1. All right, hamstring curls, using a 30-pound dumbbell, normal tempo. We go, and 3, 2, and 1. Come on, y'all. No fancy burnout. This is our final exercise. Stay with me 15 seconds. Three, two, and one. I'm gonna get that last rep up. All right. All right. My eyes are burning because of the sweat. Oh goodness. Okay, let's stretch. Let's stretch. Grab a drink. Hopefully the mic, I didn't destroy it. It's brand new. It's the back up to the back up to the back up to the back up to the back up. Okay. Let's bring it on up. And when you're ready, right foot forward. Okay, here we go. Left arm goes up and over. Start to pulse. Hold it. Hinge it. Add a little twist. If you can, curl the left toe under. Lift the left knee off. Wow. Into the quad, into the psoas, into the hip flexors. Release left knee. Hinge it back. Right leg goes straight. Hamstring stretch. Let's take it to the other side. Left foot forward. Right hand goes up and over. I'll link some additional stretching videos below. Lower body focused. I have some hips and back. Feels amazing. One just for the hips. Do it. Feels good. Hold it. Hinge it. Bring that hand down. Add a little twist. If you can, curl the right toes under. Lift right knee off. Big stretch. Into the quad, hip flexor, and psoas. Release the right knee down. Hinge it back. Left leg goes straight. Shoes in tight again. I love these shoes, by the way. Amazon. Wide box toe shoes, so it's like you're barefoot. So when you go to the gym, you do a leg day, and you don't want to walk around in your socks. These babies are just like that. They're great. They don't smush your toes. It's a beautiful thing. Wow. Okay. We are done. Oh, let's do one more stretch. Let's do one more stretch. Stretch. I didn't want to go all the way down to my back again, but we're going to take it up and over. Whew. This is a feel-good stretch, more so along the side of the back, but it'll go into the hips and glutes as well. Now to make it more hamstring biased, face it, hinge it. Do the other side. We'll do one more stretch after this. A little internal hip rotation. A little more hamstring biased. Take that leg back. Whatever leg is back, that hip, just kind of rotate, go up and over, rotate in. Feel that hip twisting in. Feels good. Let's do the other side. Wow, those Bulgarians took a piece of my soul at the beginning of the workout. I had planned to do not one dumbbell for any of the exercises. Oh, besides the bridge and the hip thrust. But my body could not take that weight. Nope. Bulgarians, wow. I like to prioritize the hardest movement sometimes at the beginning, so just get out of the way. Okay, nice work today. Thank you so much for working out with me today. Just remember that you and I are different, so if that workout didn't feel challenging enough, of your weight selection. If you felt like your form was slipping a little bit, decrease the weight selection. So this is your workout. always make it your own. You and I never have to use the same weight selection because we are different human beings and we're at a different stage every single day. Some days I'm going this way, some days I'm going this way. Use what you can in order to feel challenged and in order to keep good form throughout. All right, off my soapbox. Thank you so much for working out with me today. Tag me in your posting stories on IG at Larie Midkiff. Love to see it. Most importantly, y'all, just remember, you rock. Have an amazing rest of the day.